What is up, guys? It's me, your boy Kwis, and we are back again with another video. And as you can tell from the title, this one's a bit of a doozy. But before we get into today's video, I'd just like to quickly say we are unbelievably close to 20,000 subscribers. It's insane to me to think that this time last year, I think I wasn't even at 10,000. I think I'm still going for that, still pushing for that one. So to be this close now is crazy. And if you guys, obviously, I'd appreciate if you will subscribe, like, take part in the content, leave comments. It'd mean a lot to me. The sooner we hit that milestone, I'll be one of the happiest bunnies in the world. Also, another milestone, if I do get this video up in time, tomorrow is actually my 1 year anniversary of hitting Twitch partner. I literally just checked that today and I found out that tomorrow is actually my 1 year anniversary of Twitch partner. So I don't know what I'm going to do for that yet, but there'll be something. So make sure you're following the streams as well, and we'll have some fun over there too. Now, before we get into this issue, I'm going to do my best to try and provide context. It's going to be hard for me because at the moment there was a huge shitstorm on Twitter. All this was going down. I was in the middle of a tournament. It was ICFC. I was commentating and competing in it. So I had no idea this was happening until it was over, which does remind me, I do have 2 videos from ICFC tournament runs coming up. One from last week and then one from this week, which was yesterday's tournament. And that one was actually when I made my tournament debut with my Lidia. So you guys aren't going to want to miss those videos. Now, this esports organization here, Axabyte, they were formerly, I guess they were formerly known as 200k, but then this Axabyte, they acquired it, changed the name, and no one who was originally with 200k is still with the team, as far as I know. But they're just an esports team, they're fairly unknown as far as I know. They picked up a Pakistani player recently, Abdul Raymond. They picked up this guy recently, but other than that, I don't know who any of their current players are. I don't think they still have any of the 200k members left. From what I can tell, they're just one of those smaller esports orgs that can really just pay their players entry fees to tournaments, and that's about all they really do for them. So they put out a tweet which has now been deleted, and once you see it, you understand why it was deleted. And it was a statement, and the statement reads: Axabyte Esports has made the decision to abandon any Tekken 7 tournaments that allow the use of Lidia as a character choice in all competitive environments. This decision has not been easy, but until tournament organizers understand the hindrance Lidia has on the competitive integrity of Tekken 7, we will not be participating in those tournaments. Now, from that statement there, there's so much to go over. There's so much there, but first and foremost, it just came off as a scrub quote, right? It just came off as a scrub quotes, but what the hell are you doing? Lidia isn't let me not, but anyway, so why I believe they made this statement is the player I mentioned earlier, Abdul Raymond, he finished 3rd in the tournament somewhere, I don't know. He finished 3rd, and then he lost to a Lidia. Lidia was the one that knocked him out of the tournament, and then they came and then they made this huge statement Lidia this, we can't have her, she's awful, and obviously the community memed the shit out of them. And before we get into the important stuff, here are 2 of my favorite responses. The first comes from ATL Abstract, and it reads: I have made the decision to abandon any Tekken 7 tournament that allows the use of a lows as a choice in all competitive environment. This decision has not been easy, but until all tournament organizers understand the hindrance of lows and the competitive integrity of Tekken 7, it just ends there, because we all know how it ends because we just saw the statement. And the second one actually comes from Panda, the esports organization. It got all the way to them. And then this one is just the best thing ever. Panda has made the decision to abandon all tournaments. Every fighting game character is broken and learning matchups is too hard. This decision has not been easy, but until fighting games become easier, we will be forcing our players to focus on creating tier lists rather than participating in tournaments. And that is just top level shit posting right there. So a huge congrats to Panda for pulling that one out. And I love in the background, they've had the exact same backgrounds, or just in green. And you also got a Kappa in the background, and this is just top tier right here. Now, that's the statement itself isn't entirely where I take issue. That's coming up in a tiny bit. But first off here, we have a little tweet here from Pun Life, a good friend of mine, a member of East London Fighters, one of the best communities in the European FGC, and a very simple statement that, wait, in what way is Lidia a hindrance on the competitive integrity of the game, especially compared to release Leroy Fac, sounding a bit like a scrub quotes, lads, which is just, I feel like everyone's reaction, like, he just sounds like scrub quotes. Like, you know, we've had Leroy, we've had Fac, we've had a Coop, like, why is Lidia? Your players are losing to Lidia, and suddenly you're making this huge statement. Like, come on, guys. And then what seems to be this guy is the co-owner and marketing director of the team. He replied to that tweet. You're just saying, you know, there are Lidia versus Lidia grand finals. The characters unbalanced, and you know, it's just a bunch of bullshit. It's like, what's your counter argument? How many tournaments have you participated in since the release? And it's just a bunch of like, it always makes me beg the question, like, who are you?
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Like, who are you? Like, do you know who Pun Life is? Like, this guy is woven in, he is a part of the community. People are gonna know who this guy is. He commentates a bunch of events. He's always around. So, you know, he knows what he's talking about. You, on the other hand, who the hell are you, right? Like, you've come into the scene with your esports team that no one's heard of before, making these statements about Lidia being broken because my players losing, blah blah blah. Like, it's just a load of bullshit. But it gets worse, trust me. So Pun Life then responds to his statement. According to my last count, about 60-ish tournaments since release. I've also commentated the game for the last 3 years and helped organize probably around 60 plus Tekken events at this point, on top of streaming the game and helping to run invitationals. Now, if that's not a clapback, I don't know what a clapback is, because he basically said, listen, I've been about. I don't know where you've been, but I've been about, bro. And that's the energy. I love that energy. Keep that energy forever, because man said I've been about. I've been in these streets. Where have you been? I do my job, but what about you, bro? And then, you know, he just kept his foot on his neck. He continued. As for the counter argument, we're talking pure domination tournaments. Fac and Leroy both exhibited this exact same pattern for a very considerable amount of time, with top 8s literally consisting of those characters at least 50% or more, and we still didn't ban them. Pakistan did ban them for a while, but you know, I feel like that was more of a statement than anything, and the character was fucked up anyway, so no one was really like, you know. But yeah, basically Pun Life continued to step on this guy's neck, and then his response was, didn't really answer my question. Currently, Lidia is being overly used in the Pakistan/India community. Tournament results speak facts, do they not? And once again, it's just like, bro, who, like, the same thing happened with Fac, you know, but Fac was an actual fucked up character. Like, Lidia isn't that deep. But I feel like this isn't the point right now. Even though this guy, I don't know who he is, he's just being a clown on the internet right now. He just continued, and he's like, that is exactly the reason why these measures are being taken, Lucas. In 2 months time, when this subject becomes mainstream, I will say hi. So basically saying, like, everyone's going to be complaining about Lidia soon, blah blah blah. But anyway, this isn't the main issue I took with this, right? Like, that was just a bunch of nonsense, right? Like, they ended up deleting the original tweet with the statement, and you know, everyone clowned them, as they should, because this was some dumb shit. The organization, I think at least an hour or maybe less after posting this, then made this statement. It is never appropriate to send messages directly to any player because of a decisive statement made by us. Shame on you all. Because of this new development, we have removed the statement. Take back and want to apologize to Art Tekken, which is Abdul Rahman, their player, for the behavior our statement has caused. So what they're basically saying is that people started to attack Abdul Rahman for this, which is something I didn't see at all. I didn't see anyone blame him. I just saw everyone shit talking the org, as they should, because it was a dumb thing for them to do regardless of context. But if people were sending direct messages and stuff to him, then like, I have no way of knowing that. And if they did, you're a shit human being, because what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, just, it's the org, not him. Like, stop being an idiot. But either way, you know, people are just like, bro, people have screenshotted the statement. Like, they're not getting away with this. Like, the streets will remember, like, they are not getting away with this dumb shit anyway. And I thought this was it. I thought this was the end of the story. And then I went to that Senzar, I don't know how you say it, the guy who's talking the shit before. I went to his Twitter, and like I said, he's the co-owner and marketing director of Actibyte. He then had the audacity to tweet this. Holy shit, I've just woke up and I can't believe how hard I baited the Tekken community. I charge £100 for a 5,000 boost on your analytics. And bro, like when I tell you the level, like I don't want to touch this, but I just feel like I hate this type of stuff, bro. Like it's so stupid. It's really stupid to be like, wow, I made a statement on the internet making myself look like an idiot, and everyone thought I was an idiot. I fooled all of you. Like, no, bro, you didn't. You're still an idiot. And now you're over here gloating about it on your Twitter, like, oh my gosh, like I just baited the entire Tekken. Like, bro, everyone called you a clown because you are a clown. And one of the responses here basically sums it up perfectly. Like, someone literally just tweeted this picture at them. I don't approve of the use of the R word in this one. But if you change the word to something else, I completely agree with this, because it's like, yeah, you're just acting like an idiot on the internet. And then when people call you an idiot, you're like, ha, I baited them. Like, you didn't bait them. You didn't bait anyone, because a bait would be you aren't stupid, but you are for making this statement. And then turning around being like, I fooled all of you, ha, 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 right? And then I thought that was the end of the story, but it wasn't, because like less than 10 minutes ago, Axabyte actually put out a statement themselves, a big statement, a huge twit longer. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I'll just go through the important parts. So the basic saying, after releasing the statement yesterday regarding our support of Tekken 7 tournaments, I'd personally like to apologize for misunderstanding and distasteful humor on my part. So they're retaining that this was just a joke and it's banter and blah blah blah, which is whatever. Now here's where my real problem comes into it. So at the start of the second paragraph, he goes, we here at Axabyte Esports have a personal inside joke with our players and friends about the character Lidia being our Achilles heel. It was said in a light-hearted way that if we ever lose to a Lidia in a losers bracket final, that we would never play against her at all. Come the losers bracket final of the T Esports Tekken tournament, as luck would have it, our player loses 3-2 and finishes third place. Now, this is the thing about, this is why people are still going to call this guy an idiot, because you can't make an inside joke on Twitter and expect everyone to get it. Like I feel like I have to repeat that, because that might go over some people's heads. You cannot make an inside joke that only you and your friends will get and then expect the entire wider community to get it as well. And then when they don't get it, because obviously we're not in on the joke, and you get called an idiot, you don't get to turn around and be like, I baited all of you. Like, I'm very lost by the logic. I am lost. I cannot be found. I don't understand what's going on here. This doesn't make any sense. This is weird. This is just very strange. The fact that they did all of this when it could have just been avoided by not making the statement, or I think wording the statement in a way that was very clearly a joke. Like, it'd be very easy to it's very easy to word a statement like that as a joke, but they didn't do that at all. They didn't even attempt to do that. And obviously, with it being an inside joke, we're not going to get that. You know, we're not going to sit there and understand, oh, this is just the inside joke that they have. Like, no, people are going to come for you, and it's very much well deserved. And I'm pretty sure this is the same guy who went on his Twitter to be like, I baited you guys. So at the bottom, you say, it says co-owner and marketing director. So I'm pretty sure that's the same guy. But yeah, this just ain't it. This just was not it at all. And these guys are gonna get clowned for a very, very, very long time. The internet never forgets. This is their own fault. Or maybe this one guy, I guess, maybe he just made the statement, and now the rest of the org just has to live with it because this one guy wants to make a shit joke on the internet. Like, I don't understand. But yeah, I guess if they wanted us to, well, I guess this guy Senzo, whatever, I guess if he wanted us, to take his organization seriously and whatever, I mean, sure, that's where he baited us. I feel like that is where he baited us. You know, if anyone took this organization seriously before this, you got baited, right? By the people who looked at the original statement and called them clowns for that, you didn't get baited, trust me. But yeah, that's gonna be all from me on this one. make sure you guys stay off Twitter because it's clearly not good for your health. And I mean, I'm never gonna get over that. You know, the audacity to just turn around and be like, yeah, I just baited you guys, bro. Like, you guys are idiots for not getting our personal inside joke. I don't know. You know, clout is a hell of a drug. People will do anything for it, and I'm sober. So thank you guys for checking out this video. Please like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Just get my running tooth, please. Oh my god, I can't launch that.